The Millau Viaduct, towering 340 meters above the Tarn Valley in southern France, is the tallest bridge in the world. It stretches for 2.4 kilometers, a monumental achievement of engineering that has forever changed the landscape of Europe. However, for decades, critics said this bridge was simply impossible. The region was too remote, the valley too steep, and the challenge too great. Despite these objections, when the bridge was completed in 2004, it not only overcame immense technical challenges, but also became an icon, visible even from space. This is the story of how the impossible became reality.
The Massif Central in France is a rugged and beautiful region, covering about 15% of the country's total area. Its mountainous terrain, marked by deep gorges and thick forests, has historically separated the northern and southern parts of France, as well as France from Spain. These natural barriers made travel through the region extremely difficult. Existing roads and train lines were mostly single-lane, winding through steep valleys or requiring detours that added hours to travel time. In summer, travelers between Paris and the south of France found themselves stuck in endless congestion in the town of Millau. The bottleneck would extend 20 kilometers in both directions, adding up to 5 hours to any journey. In the 1980s, the French government realized that something had to be done. New freeways were built through the region, but the question remained, how to solve the problem at Millau? A bridge seemed like a possible solution, but where would it go? The valley was wide, steep, and prone to landslides, an engineer's nightmare. The breakthrough came when Michel Virloge, a French engineer, and his team had a light bulb moment. Why not build the bridge over the valley entirely, bypassing the need to descend into it at all? This was an incredibly bold idea, one that had never been attempted on such a scale before. But the French government was skeptical, dismissing the concept as unfeasible.
However, the success of the Pont de Normandie, a cable-stayed bridge completed in 1994 that crossed the Seine, changed everything. The stunning design of this bridge demonstrated that ambitious projects of this nature could work. The French government began to reconsider Virloge's idea. Virloge had one condition: the bridge had to enhance, rather than detract from, the natural beauty of the Tarn Valley. It had to be beautiful. This is where Lord Norman Foster, one of the world's most renowned architects, entered the picture. Known for his groundbreaking designs, including the Gherkin in London and the Reichstag in Berlin, Foster's influence was crucial. A competition was held to determine the design for the Millau Viaduct, a rare event for such an ambitious infrastructure project. Foster, though not typically involved in civil engineering, presented a design that would minimize the bridge's impact on the surrounding landscape.
I think the government agency that was tasked with the idea of the competition realized environmentally it was so sensitive that there should be from the outset a visual aesthetic coupling to the engineering.
Foster's design would involve a cable-stayed bridge, a type of structure that is more efficient at carrying heavy loads and allows for a more slender deck. This would not only make the bridge more stable, but also more aesthetically pleasing. By reducing the number of piers from 9 to 7, Foster's design would minimize the visual impact, making the viaduct seem almost invisible against the vast landscape. Designing the bridge wasn't about making something beautiful just for the sake of it, Foster explained. It was about ensuring that the bridge connected with the landscape, celebrating the proportions of the valley itself. His collaboration with Virloge resulted in a design that combined function with beauty, winning the competition hands down. Despite the innovative design, there was significant opposition from local residents and environmentalists. Many feared that such a colossal bridge, taller than the Eiffel Tower, would ruin the natural beauty of the Tarn Valley. Local businesses in Millau were also concerned that the bridge would bypass the town, damaging the local economy. There was intense pressure on the architects and engineers to prove that this massive structure would not only alleviate traffic, but also blend into the landscape rather than dominate it. The Millau Viaduct's design had to overcome several challenges, the most pressing being the wind. The Tarn Gorge is notorious for its extreme weather conditions, with wind speeds often reaching over 130 miles per hour. The viaduct's towers had to be designed to withstand these winds, while also allowing the deck to move and flex without. compromising the structure's stability. To solve this, Foster's design featured slender towers that were divided into two prongs, allowing the wind to pass through while maintaining the necessary stability. The towers narrowed from 24 meters at the base to 11 meters at the top, a design that not only created a striking visual effect, but also allowed the bridge to withstand the powerful winds of the gorge. One of the most important decisions was the choice of color for the bridge. The viaduct could not be painted in bold colors like the Golden Gate Bridge, as this would distract from the natural beauty of the valley. Instead, Foster chose a darker shade for the cables, which would blend into the landscape while standing out against the sky. This decision, though seemingly minor, had an enormous visual impact on the final result. The construction of the Millau Viaduct was a monumental undertaking that required a new level of engineering ingenuity. The deck had to be slid across 7 massive towers using a method known as incremental launching, a technique so innovative that engineers were unsure it would even work. The viaduct's towers were built in stages, and once they were complete, the deck was slowly moved into place, section by section.
This process took years of meticulous planning and execution, with engineers working around the clock to ensure that each section was properly aligned and that the structure remained stable throughout the process. The challenges were immense, but the team's determination and skill saw them through. When the Millau Viaduct was finally completed in December 2004, it was nothing short of a triumph. The bridge had cost 394 million euros to build, and its construction employed more than 1,000 workers over 3 years. The final result was a stunning piece of engineering that not only solved the bottleneck at Millau, but also became a symbol of France's commitment to innovation and progress. Today, the Millau Viaduct stands as the tallest bridge in the world, a feat of engineering that defied the odds. Its design continues to influence bridge-building projects around the world, and it remains an icon of architectural beauty and engineering excellence. The viaduct has also had a profound impact on the local economy. It has drastically reduced travel time between Paris and the south of France, and the area around Millau has seen a surge in tourism as people from all over the world come to see the bridge. The local economy, which once struggled with the traffic bottleneck, has flourished thanks to the improved transportation links. The Millau Viaduct is not just a bridge. It is a testament to human ingenuity, determination, and the ability to overcome seemingly impossible challenges. It stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when people dare to dream big and push the boundaries of what is possible. In its 20 years of existence, the Millau Viaduct has become one of the most recognized and admired structures in the world, admired not only for its scale, but also for its elegance and grace. It was a bridge that connects 2 plateaus across the Tarn Valley, a structure that celebrates the beauty of the natural world while overcoming the obstacles of the human-made world. It is a reminder that with vision, determination, and collaboration, even the most impossible projects can become reality.